all of a sudden, and this is where I think, and this is probably why I'm so adamant about our industry. One of my friend's dad, we're at a Friday night football game, and he walks by me and he's like, "Oh," he goes, "I can see you've been working out." He's like, "You're losing some of that fat." Bro, like when I say those words pierced me,
Yeah.
I mean, I could paint vividly the picture of where we were at the high school, the temperature outside. I mean, I could recreate the whole scene because it's still to this day, like
Yep.
those words, like they hit me like a ton of bricks. And I'm like, wait, I'm fat? And so now I'm in a rehab setting. I know nothing about fitness. I've been called fat. I've been told I have to get abs, and I know nothing about nutrition. Nothing. I don't
And
have a friend
you're
on.
mid-teens, 15, 16,
I'm 18.
18. Okay. Yep.
And so I'm asking everybody, how do you get abs? How do you get abs? And it was, our pediatrician was a really good family friend, still a good friend to this day, actually. And he said, dude, it's all nutrition. Read the articles in the magazines, tell you what to eat. And he's like, you'll have no problems. I was like, cool.
Okay.
So I started grabbing everything. I might be a little OCD, and I went and got like Muscle and Fitness and Flex and Ironman and Muscle Mag and like MD, like all the stuff back in the day, right? And I'm reading it, and all I'm reading is don't eat this, don't eat that, don't eat this, don't eat that. And so before I knew it, man, inside of 6 months, I was doing 2 hours of cardio a day, and I was eating probably less than 800 calories a day. And I'm sure you can begin to imagine what that did to an 18-year-old.
Absolutely.
Destroyed my hormone levels, full-blown anorexia, um, created real life depression. And to be completely frank, also took me to a place of becoming suicidal. It was that point in my life where every single night I would sit on the floor of my bedroom, my parents' house, and I would contemplate killing myself because I didn't want to go through this for another, 60, 70 years. And dude, that was rock bottom. And that's honestly, if you ask me to like define my high school years, that's what I remember the most. I mean, I was a fun loving kid up until then. I went to every party, and I was very like well respected, and socially I had all the friends, and there's nothing negative, but that's how I kind of defined that point, man. And I think though a lot of times like we're things are put in our lives because we're able to move through them, and fortunately I'm here today because I moved through that. But dude, you want to talk about childhood, man, that was it. It's like two complete polar opposites. Like I grew up in just a household that knew absolutely nothing. And then I went to an industry that, and I think you and I are so aligned on this, the information that comes out of the industry is so misleading in so many ways, so incomplete in so many ways. I was the epitome of what it was doing to people, man. Anorexic and suicidal, and not saying people get to that extreme, but it hurts a lot of people, dude. And I think that's why you and I do what we do, is to go out there and to help people and to eradicate this misinformation, and to really give people resources that they can be using to change their lives positively, because today we both live a life that is positively changed because of health and fitness. So that's how I remember it all, man. That's like low point, 19 years old, bro.
That's awesome. And I appreciate you sharing that. I want to talk in a moment about how you did overcome that. And before we get to that, just very briefly, and I do ask this to all of our guests, was your household, was it a 2-parent household? Was your mom and dad there? They were both working, like they're both living, like what was that, just the general dynamic inside the home?
Yeah, man. I grew up in a very loving household, dude. Both parents home. Parents are still married to this day.
Awesome.
God bless my mom's getting ready to lose my dad. But yeah, man, very loving household, very supportive household. I knew nothing about finances or anything like that growing up, but knowing what I know now, I look back, I have parents that were literally willing to stretch their means to give me every opportunity. And I'm probably more thankful and more grateful than ever, because I really understand the sacrifices that they made.
Yeah.
I can't tell you the importance of coming from that, because I look around at some of my friends at the time, and some more disjointed households, and opportunities that they did not have. All of my friends that are in good places today came from good families, and it's really cool to see. And obviously I've got a 4-year-old daughter. I know you're super close with your family, and it's everything to me, man. My daughter's literally in the next room right now, just hanging out. And it's everything, dude. Everything I do in my life is to set her up for opportunity to live a fantastic life, however she defines that.
Beautiful. Now, it's very interesting, and I think it's helpful for those listening right now, because we all go through our own struggles and they feel internal, and it's only me. I'm the only one suffering. I'm sure your friends looked at you and said, Jason's a cool guy. He's always fun to be around. He's, the center of attention at all the parties. Good looking dude. He's got Abercrombie wants him the model for Jesus. He's got it set. He's got an amazing family. He's fully loved from the outside. But inside your home, you're sitting on your bedroom floor as a late teen, contemplating suicide. That's powerful, man. And we all go through this, and people listening right now and who will hear this in the future, they're going through their own struggle. If you can share your own experience of how you dealt with that, was there a catalyst moment that you actually shook that off, or was it a slow transition back to health again? If you can share with us.
Yeah. So there's two sides. I mean, one, I think so much of that was driven, like you said, on the outside looking in high school, I had it all. I was good at sports. I started varsity soccer early. I was one of the best golfers in the state by 2002. Like everything I picked up and I tried, I was reasonably good at. But I never had this like crazy level of fulfillment. Like looking back on it, I never did. And I think that's why when I got hurt and I was in this setting where, I can be a model. I started transcending that into, well, guys will respect me more. Women will like me more. And I had this massive level of insecurity inside of myself that this all of a sudden was going to fix. Yeah. I know that today, right? 37 years old, like looking back, clearly I didn't have that point of view then, but I had this crazy level of insecurity and this crazy need for validation from others. And so ironically, as I got deeper and deeper into it, I became more and more socially isolated, which led me to the suicidal thoughts. Like I'll never forget, there was a girl that I wanted to date. And as I was like getting leaner, and I use leaner in air quotes because also like skinnier. I really was just getting skinny as hell. She, for whatever reason, she like wanted to hang out with me, and I kept pushing her away. And she's like, I don't get it. Like you said you want to date me, and like now you have this opportunity, and I was so unhappy with myself all the time that I pushed away everyone. And when I say at that time in my life, I had no friends left. I had no friends. Because everyone's like, why don't you hang out? Like, you're weird. Like, you don't want to do anything. And I didn't. I had no zest for life. Like, nothing mattered, bro. Like, when I say I needed to take a nap at 2:00, I mean, if there wasn't a couch, a chair, a bed, I'll lay on the concrete or I'll lay on the fucking cement outside and I'll go right to sleep.
Wow.
It didn't. Like, my hormones were tanked. My desire to do anything was gone. I just wanted to be alone and do nothing all the time. I mean, that was rock bottom.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate you being here. If you like this type of content, short, quick, straight to the point clips, definitely subscribe to the channel so you're notified when videos like these come out. You might want to check out one of these videos for more great content, guaranteed to make you laugh, make you think, and make your life better. Let's go.